Once you have decided on an appropriate tee box, you should be aware that a selected and authorized committee has ranked each hole. The most difficult hole has a 1 rating, while the least difficult hole has an 18 rating. For instance, if you see that a hole has a 7 classification on your scorecard, this hole is the 7th most difficult hole on the golf course. Likewise, a hole with a 16 rating is the 16th most difficult hole on the golf course. Although we don't condone the practice of betting, golfers are well known to place friendly wagers on a round of golf with fellow competitors. In order to balance diverse skill levels in competition, golfers calculate their individual handicaps. To establish your personal handicap, simply take the average of your best 10 scores out of your last 20 games over par and calculate using the 80% rule. For example, if player A golfs 20 games and her best games average 82, this number signifies that she averaged 10 strokes over the par 72 course. 80% of 10 gives her a handicap of 8. By comparison, if opponent B's best 10 games average 92 or 20 shots over the par 72 rating, 80% of 20 gives him a handicap of 16. Player A, with a handicap of 8, and player B, with a handicap of 16, are thus separated by a difference of 8 strokes. In the event of a medal play competition or a game in which you count all of your strokes, player B would deduct 16 strokes from his final score in order to be competitive with player A, who would deduct 8 strokes. So if player A shoots 83, she would deduct 8 strokes from her score, giving her a 75. If player B shoots 90, 16 strokes are deducted from player B's score to give him a score of 74. Therefore, player B would win despite the fact he shot a higher gross score. During match play competitions, where players compete hole by hole, player A would give 8 strokes to player B on the most difficult holes of the golf course. By circling numbers marked 1 through 8 in the handicap section of their scorecard, they determine how many strokes player B can deduct per hole. Congratulations! You are now physically and mentally prepared to begin your game. The marshal has just announced that our group can proceed to the first tee. So, let the golfing begin.